welcome to Informed Pregnancy. My name's Danielle. Today we're going to be doing 3 great warm-up poses that are very safe and effective for you throughout your pregnancy. Okay, so come forward onto all fours. The first pose we're doing is cat-cow. This is a great pose for back pain, and it also alleviates some neck pain. So good, tuck your toes under, make your knees a little wider than your hips, perfect. And then you just want to check that your shoulders are in line with your wrists. Good, and then you're gonna take your gaze towards your belly or your baby. Good, puff your back up towards the ceiling. Good, take a big breath in, and then you're gonna exhale and release your belly towards the ground and take your gaze up. Perfect. You're gonna take your gaze back towards your belly. Good, and then exhale, take your gaze up. Good, and I just repeat this a few times, take 2 or 3 breaths. Good, and just move at your own pace. Good. This is also a great pose during labor. Good, and then just come to a neutral spine. This is also a good pose if you have back pain, so just keep your gaze towards the floor. And if you have neck pain, you're just gonna keep your gaze just looking down right between your hands, and then you'll do the same action. So just puff your back up towards the ceiling. Good, and then exhale, relax, but just keep your gaze towards the floor. Good, and just do that a couple more times. Good. Good, and then come to a neutral spine. Our next pose is downward facing dog. You're gonna tuck your toes under and lift your hips up. Good, and just bend your elbows out to the side slightly. Good. Downward facing dog is a great pose to open up your hamstrings, your calves, even your ankles. And it's also a great pose to do to strengthen your arms. Good, and I would again just take a couple breaths here. Good, and you're gonna slowly come down onto your knees. And for those of you with wrist pain, carpal tunnel, you're gonna come onto your forearms and clasp your hands. Good, and now tuck your toes under and lift your hips back up. Good, and your gaze will just stay directly back towards the middle of your mat or towards your feet. Good, and then slowly bring your knees back down. We're gonna extend our arms back out and show you an option if you have high blood pressure. Good, so you're just gonna grab your block, or you could have a pillow, books, anything that you have at home. Good, and just release your head there. Does it feel okay? Good, and again, just repeat and do a couple times. And I'll slowly release this. Good, and gently come all the way down, and we're gonna come to the wall and do our next pose, which is pyramid pose. You just wanna measure so you're about an arm's length away from the wall. Good, and then you're gonna bring your right foot forward first. Good, and then you're gonna take your left foot back. Good, and you just want it back far enough so that you can have both legs straight. Good, and then you're just gonna melt your chest. Good. And you'll take a couple breaths here. This pose is great. It's a good chest opener. It's also great for lower back pain, and it's an incredible stretch for your hamstrings and for your calves. Good. And then you'll just take a few breaths here, and then when you're ready, you'll bring your left foot forward and switch sides. Good. Good. Thank you for joining us today, and we hope you enjoyed these warm-up poses. Namaste.